These Clark County gardeners volunteered to share about how they've incorporated natural gardening techniques. Their yards are free of synthetic chemicals, promoting the health of humans, waterways, and wildlife. Join us on a tour of some of the most beautiful natural gardens in Clark County.
One of the things that I did not expect by creating this natural space was how much I ended up connecting with the community. When I go outside and work on it, when we were doing the rain garden, we had people coming around and asking, what are you doing? It's a lot of fun to meet neighbors and share the information that I'm learning and then learn from them as well. Hi, my name is Sunrise O'Mahony. This is Sunrise Garden. Welcome to my garden. My natural gardening techniques are focusing on no chemicals in the yard. They're focusing on using mulch to help with the insect habitat as well as watering reduction, so I don't have to water quite as much. It's focusing on almost strictly native plants to the Portland, Vancouver metro area. Right here we have an example of a rain garden. So our downspouts come here from off of the roof and it comes straight down here under the ground, and then you can't really see it, but there's a small pipe there. When it rains, that pipe just fills up this whole area. So again, this is all ends up being an area that's full of water. The plants that are in here we call them have wet feet. They're specific for rain gardens. And the other thing they do is they filter it. So anything that's coming off of the roof that has any sort of not as clean things coming from the roof are able to be filtered in the ground here. So right here I have the espalier trees, and what that means is that they're growing flat. They don't grow in a big bush area. This particular one is pear, so these are multiple different types of pears. We have Asian pears, different pears. The reason we have a variety of them is that a lot of these trees need other varieties to be able to pollinate to produce the fruit. And then to help the pollination, since we are seeing a decrease in bees, and in particular mason bees for pollination, mason bees are the most industrious of pollinators. So right here I have a mason box, and that one creates homes for the mason bees, and then the bees pollinate the trees. Here we have a lupin. This is the larger variety of lupin, and the reason that it looks a bit unruly and maybe a little bit dead is that I'm actually growing it to finish it through its whole cycle. So you have the seed pods here. You can see some are not quite dried, some are. What we're doing with these is letting it get to that dried seed state, and then I will donate these to people who want seeds to be able to plant in their gardens. So I think for people who want to start gardening naturally, there are so many resources out there. One of them is this tour. The other one is to go to backyardhabitats.org, and that's a great way to sign up to participate, and you'll get somebody that will come out that's an expert in this area, and she can help you to figure out what to put in the grounds, because a lot of times that's the trick, is not knowing where do I start. I've got this grass, I've got this, what do I do? If you Google Natural Gardens, Clark County, Washington, you'll find quite a few resources out there.
How will you implement natural gardening techniques in your yard? For inspiration, please visit www.clarkgreenneighbors.org/garden tour.